Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Spark Faith podcast. I am Dr. Chris Sargent, and welcome to Monday. And Mondays are our mental health day, and this is being recorded in May. And May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And so I'm going to spend the entire month, even in the food parts, even in the What's Up on Wednesday parts, we're going to be talking about mental health, but from a lot of different angles, right? Because mental health isn't just about having depression or anxiety. It's like what's underneath that. And from the functional medicine perspective, there's a lot of things that you actually can control in your life that may help you manage some of your anxiety and depression. And so I want to just hang out and start with that right there. So I have a lot of cool things planned. That being said, save the date, May 21st at 10 a.m. Central Time. I'm going to do a master class around this mental health thing called Cultivating the Mind for God. And I'll tell you more about that as it gets closer. So today, I want to encourage you. Today is going to be encouraging. I feel like, first of all, if you are having some mental health issues, then this will make you happy. And if you're not, then you can share this with a friend that will you help her or him out on their hard days. Um, so that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about when doubts fill your mind, where do you go? When doubts fill your mind, where do you go? When doubts fill my mind, I have learned over time that I have to jump into the word. And I know for some of you who aren't Christians out there, what can you jump into if you're not familiar with the Bible? Maybe you can try that. There's a lot of really cool things in the Bible, and I'm going to bring up a couple today that you can hang on. Psalm 94:19. When doubt filled my mind, your comfort gave me renewed hope and cheer. And so when we can lean into someone, when I can lean into Jesus, that's a way that I can not feel alone in those moments of anxiety or depression or just having a bad day, just sad and disappointed, or even enjoy, right? Like share it with someone if you don't have anyone to share it with. And this brings me to the crux of the issue, and you all may be squirming because that means you aren't going to do this thing alone. Right? You're not going to do and get this mental health thing done on your own. It requires community. We were put together to need community. It is the way God wired us. So you're going to need a small community, at best, a small community, right? And maybe a big community. I don't know. But you're going to at least need one other person that you trust explicitly with your deepest stuff that you can walk through this stuff with, right? And that requires asking for help. I can tell you that I spent a lot of years not really wanting help. Yeah, it made me feel incompetent. Like I wasn't enough, I wasn't good enough. I must be stupid kind of thing. And when I realized that those are just lies, right? Being told to me through by the enemy, and we've talked about this in other podcasts, that was when I really could change the way those messages came in. And so that I want you to drill in just a little bit about how you feel about asking for help, because that help piece is so important to staying healthy mentally. And then I want you to remember three things. First of all, there is a gigantic God that made you for right now. He has a purpose for you. He has a plan for your life for such a time as this, as in Esther. And I know that because he knows you, because in Psalm 139 it says, you knit me together in my mother's womb. I am fearfully and wonderfully made, right? Your works are wonderful. And I know that full well, right? That's Psalm 139, 14 and 13 and 14. And so, like, if he put me together, then he didn't put me together to not work through what he wants me to do on this planet, right? He wants me to be and have a very full life. And so, in order for us to do that, um, he even called us his children. Now, I know we all have dysfunction in our families, and some are way more dysfunctional than others. However, when we are looking at God, we have to look at him with a different lens than what we looked at our parents with, right? We cannot put that lens of our parents on God. He is not our parent. He is our maker. He is our creator. He is who created the birds and the bees and the seas, right? And so he loved us so much. 1 John 3:1 says, "See what great love the Father has lavished on us, that we should be called children of God." And that is what we are. 1 John 3:1. So we are his children, and he wants to love us like we love our dogs, our fur kids, or our real kids, right? So that's the first thing I want you to remember, that we have a gigantic God that put us here for right now. Second, I want you to know that, Jesus hung out on that cross and died and then came back. But as he was dying, he was taking all of your shame and all of your guilt and all of your pain with him. And when he did walk on earth before the cross, he had a whole range of emotions. He understands you. He knows you inside and out, upside down. And so now we get to live with him in us all the time, right? The Holy Spirit hangs out with us anytime we need. So you're never alone. You never have to be alone. And if you ever feel really alone, please reach out to me. Please reach out. Reach out to me, reach out to a friend. Please, please, please ask for that help, because he is here for you. And then thirdly, know that you are loved. And I love all of y'all. I may not know you, but I know that God made you, and he made you exactly the way you're supposed to be for right now. And that just makes me just like, so excited for all of you to discover all of the exciting things that he's got for planned for you. And particularly as you start getting more mentally healthy and more physically healthy and all of the things, and staying that way, right? Like, it's not just getting there, it's staying there, right? So know that you are loved. And like I said, maybe your own family, it doesn't feel love, or it was a lot of abuse. That's not love. Uh, God doesn't work like that. God doesn't God doesn't care about all that messy stuff in your life. He loves you anyway, and despite and in spite, right? Um, he loves you exactly the way you are, and he knows what you've been through. So bring the messy on, keep the messy messy. And so that's where we're going to start and kick off this mental health month of May. I know that went a little bit long today, and I just want to make sure that you all know how to reach out if you ever get in a really bad spot, to call 911, call a friend, and check in with your friends this month and make sure that they're all okay. I love y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye.